All right, everybody. Guess what? I got you back on the road again today. Today's going to be interesting. I have a hornet nest. I'm pretty sure these are going to be bald-faced hornets. I have a hornet nest removal in Wrightsville, Pennsylvania, and I have black widows down in Maryland. So it's going to be a day of road tripping and investing some hours and get some stuff done. But look, man, I'm taking you guys with me as always. I'm going to try and turn this into one nice, quick video. I'm going to give you an idea of what it's like to pull a bald-faced hornet's nest out of a tree this time, instead of being attached to a house. This one's actually hanging in a tree, so a little different. I brought along a few extra tools, give you a few more examples of how we're going to do this. I'm getting pretty good at these things, as much as I hate to admit it, because I don't like killing all these bees, but at the same time, I'm doing people favors, because these things are in the way. They're freaking people out, and some people are actually allergic to wasps and bees and things. So I'm kind of glad that I'm helping people out, but it's bittersweet, because I really don't like eradicating entire beehives and hornets and wasps and things. But sometimes it's what it's got to be. Once we get this hive out of the way, then I'm going to head south, and I'm going to go down into Maryland. And I got a couple black widows I got to go get. Somebody found a couple black widows outside their home, and we're going to go catch them. So it's going to be a ton of cool bug fun, man. Stay with me. Ryan Bridge Bugman, road tripping for hornets and black widows. We're here on site, and this is going to be interesting. I thought I was going to just be able to put the ladder up and use this thing, but this is like a 30-degree hill, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this with the ladder or not. But let me show you what we got looking at here. This is it's a big hive, and it is bald-faced hornets, and it's gonna make life interesting. But anyway, that's what we're looking at for the day. All right, so let me see what I can do with this. I know I can do some damage on this thing. I can probably kill the majority of these things, and got a strong wind, which is not going to help my cause either, but we can probably still get something done here. So let me see what I can do. I got a spigot over here, and I got an outlet somewhere nearby, I hope, because I'm going to need some electricity for the vacuum cleaner. So anyway, man, going to be shop vacuuming some bugs and trying to take care of this hive for these folks. All right, man, stay with it. It'll be good. These bald-faced hornets, as soon as they start flying and moving and getting excited, all the rules change. But we're about 30 seconds from go time here. Let me show you what I got going. I have brought with me the usual armament, but I also brought with me today the vacuum cleaner. There is soapy water loaded in there. I've already put that name brand, which I'm not going to say for the moment, but I got that in there, and soapy water inside the shop vac. I can vac most of those bees in. I've also got my catch cage and my net, and then eventually I'm going to use the extension to go ahead and cut that hive down once I got the hive pretty well wiped. So that's it, man. So at this point now, I got to go to war with the bees. All right, stay tuned. About to get fun. This hive is right there. And these folks were not planning to have a front yard full of hornets. And he's slowly working it. You can see a larva down in there also doing the same thing, the grubs. Trying to make it work. But it's all futile, because we are all done here. I did get a couple of queens. God, these things are big. Did get a couple of the queens. I vacked up, used the shop vac, and I got 99% of the hive just with the shop vac. I think I probably killed maybe a dozen actual hornets with the bee killer or the wasp killer. Everything else I was able to get with the vacuum, and that's much safer. Keeps me a little safer doing that. So this was a big hive with a lot of activity. Look at this guy hatching out. This is cool. Let me see if I can get you. All right, guys, and here's another aspect. I want to show you the different size between queens, workers, drones. That's a male. And these are the ones that usually stick around in the hive, take care of the kids. They're usually what the males are normally generally taking care of the kids. The females are out working, collecting food to bring it back to feed the queens and the brood, which would be right there. Crazy cool stuff, man. So again, another happy customer. We're all done here. People think it's funny that I vacuum the yard, but here's the thing, man. There are dead wasps and larvae and grubs and pupa laying all over the ground here where I had to rip the nest apart. And because of that, I don't want the birds or the animals to come in and eat those, because they're covered in wasp spray. They're basically a pesticide, which is likely going to poison or kill those birds or animals that might eat those. So I vac as many of those things up as I can find. I completely clean this area out. I don't want any animals and birds getting sick by any of these things. And it works pretty well. I think people giggle when they drive by and see me vacuuming a yard, though. That's a little odd for people, but that's how it is, man. We got to do the job. We got to do it right. Okay, man, as promised, I am now headed to Maryland to go find some black widows. What a weird day, man, when you can go move a hornet nest and then the next hour I'm probably going to be staring some black widows in the face. So kind of cool stuff. The big difference is, in this case, I'm not on a kill mission. I'm on a rescue mission, man. I do not kill black widows. I keep them alive. So I get excited about these kind of things because I can use these spiders in my educational programs. So this is a happy trip. I'll get to get down here and hopefully find these spiders and keep them alive and bring them back home to headquarters. All right, man, so stay with me. Again, keeping this day tons of fun. All right, man. So I am here, and I'm got to sort of get my bearings on the property, and then we will figure out where I'm going to find these black widows. Now, he said he has one already in a jar, which is cool, because I will get that one first and at least show you what a black widow spider looks like, and then I will go search for more. It's a good looking property. Got a lot of stuff. We're kind of in the woods too, so if you look around, we're kind of in the woods here, which is kind of cool, man. Good black widow stuff. So let's go look for some black widows, man. Stay with me. It'll be fun. All right, I just spoke with a customer. They didn't want to be on camera, so I don't get to do that. It turns out right here. Let me get this. Right there. He had it sitting on this car. Right there is a black widow. Outstanding. Nice female. He actually said that there was an egg sac with this one, but he got rid of the egg sac because he knew I probably wasn't too interested in that, and that is awesome. Because he's right. I really am not interested in egg sacs in the outright sense, because I can't do a whole lot with those. I can let them hatch, but then there's not much to look at until they get a little bigger. But But that's a black widow spider, and this is the first one. This is one he actually found. Now we're going to go look and see if we can find a few more. So nice to show up and have one down already. All I got to do now is poke around and see if I can find more. All right, so let's go look. Let me turn around here. We're gonna start here under the overhead, and we're gonna work our way around, swing sets, that shed over there. We're gonna look underneath that deck. And I even saw a wood pile over there somewhere. So we're gonna go look for that wood pile as well, because I like wood piles when it comes to black widows. I know they're there. All right, man, let me look around a little bit. There's a spider web right here, but this is not a black widow. This is a regular, probably orb weaver of some sort. It's not even close to being strong enough for black widow. Web of black widows are, oh, there he is too. The web of black widows are really, really strong, thick web. This is a good spot, man. I will not be at all surprised. I think this is where the one he found. I think he got it from underneath here, but I don't know how much looking he did elsewhere. Sorry if I'm making you seasick. I'm just trying to take you along. I'm always a big fan of self-filming. I'd much rather have one of my team members here with me doing this. I can just look. All right, I'm gonna call this checked. We're gonna go poke around a little bit more. I want to go hit that wood pile. I just got a gut feeling. Hey guys, do me a favor, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. Guess what? We are monetized. So every time you do that, it's gonna help me pay for gas, because guess what? This beast, it hurts on gas some days, but it gets the job done. If Chevy could be a sponsor, that would be a good day too, because my Silverado is awesome and I love it. Still looking. Lots and lots of stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna crawl on my hands and knees going to there. I just banged my head again. I'm gonna pull my way out of here, and I'm gonna do the outside end of this, because that long overhang, I can stand over there. So that'll be a little easier to check. So let's go out. I want to look under the swimming pool at some point too. I don't spit nothing's there, but black widows are funny. So let's see what we find. Stay with me, man. All right, man, still looking. We're right on the outside edge now where I can actually stand. A lot easier here. Probably gonna be a lot less spiders because of rain and the wasps, and they're gonna get eaten a lot quicker here. Birds would even come under here probably looking for them if they really figured it out and were specializing in finding spiders, which I'm sure there are those birds. Hummingbirds would come over here, come underneath here and steal their webs. So it will make sense. So far, just that egg sac, man. So far, just that. And there's this pool. All right, hang on. I got to set this thing up. I'm gonna kick this pool out of the way, but I want to check under it first. It's a swimming pool. Doesn't look like it's much for swimming. Oh. Got one. Drop down. Yeah. Yes. Hey man, be sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on here and you enjoy it. Then help me out. All right. Thanks. I appreciate your support. Take care, guys. Marking him. Right there. Woo-hoo. Under. He was hanging on. She was hanging on somewhere under here. And she fell down when I went to pull her. That's awesome. God. I'm so glad I looked. so glad I looked. That's her right there. She's hiding. There we go. Oh, she's gonna make a run for it. I'm not at all prepared. I don't have a cup or anything pulled out for myself. Again, self-filming, man. Wow. I love these spiders, man. I cannot help it. It's another northern widow. See the red spots? The red spots mean northern widow. Southern widows will not have that, and the western black widow doesn't have it either, but the northern widow, it has them. Outstanding. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that I did that. That is crazy cool, man. Sorry, I get excited. I can't help it. I'm a kid in a candy shop when one of these things pops up. All right. So, now what to do with her? I got to get one of my cups out. I can probably do this while we film. So, hopefully she doesn't take off too quick. She is being amazing. Normally, they would have been running like crazy, but I think I completely caught her by surprise when I lifted that pool. Come on in. And she is in. Woohoo! Just because, only because I have done it before, I'm going to check that bucket right there. I have found them in buckets, laying in the middle of a yard already. Like little kitty toys in buckets. And there's web right here, but it's not black widow. Spiders. There goes some mosquito larvae. Saving the world, one mosquito at a time. Okay. And that's web, but not black widow web. Okay, we're good. Awesome. All right. I want to finish this deck, and then I want to move on. Under the swimming pool. Guys, that's a new one. That'd be a new one. I shouldn't have been surprised, but that's a new place. It's under a kid's swimming pool. Very, very cool. This deck is clean. So is that swimming pool. I got an old swing set down in here I want to go look at. Whew, like 99 degrees. This is brutal out here today, but finding spiders, that's pretty cool. Check this out. This is something. Didn't notice this till now. How about that? I'm not sure what the point of this is. I don't know if this was a junk bin that they filled up and then it got flipped over in the wind or what, but what they've done here, they have created an awesome place for black widows. I can't even explain what this is. I'm just going to assume that this got blown over in the wind or got too heavy on this end or something and it toppled over. But guess what? It does not get any better for black widows unless you're under their deck. So let's go poke around in here real quick. I'll try and make this as painless as I can for you guys. I don't like reaching in there. That makes me nervous because there's a lot of junk in here. So I am just going to pull things gently apart and see what happens. And I'm telling you, man, I was surprised by the swimming pool, but I would not be surprised by this. Because this is just, there's water in the bottom, which might take away from it because of the amount of humidity inside here, but you're exposed to the outdoors. So I'm not seeing anything real obvious, but I am not going to reach in and just hamper scamper grab stuff. Oh, here's a little tussock caterpillar. We got to send him back home. Check it. This is something they probably didn't even know was here, and I don't know. A lot of people don't really think about it. It's a little caterpillar. And you know what? Before you freak out and tell me all about white caterpillars hurting people, yep, there's caterpillars out there that can sting and hurt people. This is not one of them, but there are some that can do that, and guess what? You're not going to run into those very often. So don't panic. This is a little tiny tussock caterpillar, so I'm going to put him over here in the weeds. Stay put while I do that. Hang tough. All right, he's saved. But so far, you know what? I'm not seeing any black widows. So as is the case, I don't see anything scurrying around on the bottom that looks black widow. There's a cockroach. Yay, wood cockroach. We're done here. I'm gonna go, let's go hit the swing set. This is not the big swing set that I'm eventually gonna go to. This is just a little play set here. But it has a platform, and platforms offer places for bugs to hide. And I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm not seeing anything. That's pretty exposed. That might be a little overly exposed for the black widows even. All right, let's go hit that swing set. You know, they didn't have this kind of cool stuff where I was growing up. My parents did not build me one of these. This one's looking pretty weathered. But guess what? You can't get much better than out here in the middle of all this. Very cool stuff. All right. Looks like the squirrel's been working on it too. So that also means probably no black widows, because guess what? Don't eat the black widows. Yep, squirrels will do that. I've seen squirrels eat a lot of weird stuff. I watched squirrels eat cicadas when the 17-year cicadas were roaming around everywhere. I know they'll eat spiders and other bugs too. But again, this is really wet in here. This is holding a lot of moisture, so I'm beginning to think there are probably not going to be black widows here. Maybe on the upper. Oh, there's a little spider right there. Don't know. That's a little junk sort. Wow, that's all tore up by the squirrels, and that's really exposed. I'm not seeing any spiders at all, let alone egg sacs. The whole web up there, but yeah, I'm gonna say there's no black widows. There's no spiders at all right there. So the squirrels have been just ripping that up there. So false alarm, huge false alarm on the big swing set. I thought this was gonna be a really just super duper place. I can't even get them. If they're out there, I wouldn't be able to get them. So I'm not gonna do me much good to go even look there. And that's far enough from the house that if they're there, I don't think we gotta worry too much about this. Okay, I'm gonna do a circle around the house, see if there's any other fun spots, and then we're probably gonna get out of here. Something else to keep in mind. Don't excuse the newness. Don't excuse recent build as being a place black widows aren't gonna like. Black widows are mobile. They move around, they go wherever they can survive another day. And if you build them a structure that will work for them, you will find them, and they will come there, and they will hang out until you move them. In around the doors, in around window sills, anywhere that gives spiders a chance to hide and survive another day, they are going to do it. Keep in mind, man, they were here first. All we did was gave them more places to hide. And I'm going to do something that's pretty cool. Here sits a window. I'm going to pull this out. Don't like doing this without my tweezers. Ay. That was kind of iffy. And looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking. I don't see any web directly. There is web, but not black widow web. Not seeing anything that convinces me it's black widow here. So okay, so let's put this back. Hey man, if the birds can live there, so can the spiders. You know what I mean? And watch this. That would be a good place as well. Somewhere under there. They may not, who knows, man? Maybe they're only there for a couple hours and you just happen to look at the right time, right place and right time, you know? Doesn't mean they're there permanently. But either way, these folks are expecting me to at least do my best. So I gotta do my best. All right, let's go look at the house. All right, again, man. Not every black widow is a permanent resident. So that's not a black widow. That's one of our cool orb weaver type spiders. So if I can get that to focus for you. There you go. That is pretty cool. I want to do these folks a favor. Told them I'd look around and Find all their black widows if I could. You can't find them if you don't look. That is a daddy long legs. Daddy long legs. Hey man, you know what? That's not even a true spider. That is a creature all to its own. Look at that. One body part, not two. So it has 8 legs, but it just doesn't have the right setup to be a spider. So, and no, those are not the most venomous animal on the planet. And no, those are not the most venomous animal everywhere all the time. No, they are venomous because they're a predator, but those are not venomous that they're going to be anything dangerous to people because their mouth parts are too soft. They just can't get to us. They can't bite through our skin, but they feed on little bugs and insects and little soft-bodied bugs. That's what those are after, okay? Not people. Don't get caught up on it. Don't believe it when people tell you. And into the doorway. Nothing. What is that? What is it? What are you? All right. Not a black widow, because the web has that cool clock design on it. But this is a tiny little, I want to say an orb weaver. Yep, there you go. It's an orb weaver. Baby orb weaving spider. Okay, not a black widow. Boy, that's a pretty one too. All right, I don't know what kind, but it's an orb weaver and not a black widow. So we leave that go. Not what we're looking for. That web was kind of a dead giveaway too. But it had me fooled because it had some cool color to it. And black widows, even the immature ones, often have a lot of neat color. Wonder what spiders eat? Spiders like to eat beetles and other bugs. So now you know why there's so many spiders here. This little beetle is perfect food for some hungry spider. Still looking underneath. Nothing. Lots of eggs, lots of stuff, but no black widows. Not a black widow. Egg sacs. There is no shortage of spiders here, man. I will give it that. No shortage of spiders. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was going to go under here and look around. But that, to me, tells me that there is probably going to be snakes hiding in there that I'm not going to see there, and I am not going under there. I have a limit, and that's just not clean enough for me to want to go under there. I don't have boots on. I don't have the right equipment to go dawdle around in there, and that is a really good spot for like a copperhead or something to be laying. There's even some stuff laying over there that probably could be flipped, and there's probably snakes under there. That is not my thing, dude. I don't do snakes. I do bugs, and I stick to spiders and fun things. So, yep, we're going to skip this whole area. I'll explain that and let him know that I did not check his back deck. I do have a limit. And crawling around with snakes is probably it. So, all right. All right, man, I'm just doing a quick perimeter walk. That would have been a good place for a black widow, but ants, which tells me there's no black widows there. Because the ants would completely overwhelm them, force them out. Well, look at that. There's obviously cicadas here. Yeah, these aren't 17-year cicadas. These are annual cicadas that are coming out right now. And I'm seeing lots of cicadas, but not seeing many cicada killers here. So pretty cool. All right. I think we are going to be done. We're going to take our spiders back to headquarters. All right, man. So what do you think about that? Black widows. I love these things. I can't help it. They're too cool. But look, people don't like them. I do. So I'm not going to kill black widows. I'm going to keep these things. I'm going to use them in programs. This place is probably loaded with black widows. Just because I didn't find any doesn't mean there aren't any more here. I guarantee you this place is loaded with black widows. But I got the ones I got, and I'm really happy with the day. So I'm gonna finish up here. It's hot, man. I'm gonna finish up here, and we're gonna head back to the headquarters. Take all our spiders with us. Guys, it's Ryan Bridge Bugman. Hornets, Black Widows. It's been a cool day, but you know what? It's still an angry world out there. So everybody, you know what? Be well, be safe, be kind. See you guys.